Hey guys, this is Kelco K22, and I've not been doing much. I've not been doing much. Basically, I've had things to do the last couple of days, but I have had opportunities to work on 2 skins, even though technically the one was done before I even recorded the previous video. No, seriously, if you look at the thumbnail of the video, if I remember, I'll put it here, you can actually see the head of one of them. And that's because I took the screenshot to make the thumbnail after I'd actually finished one of them. It's quite funny, really. A little bit of trivia. Now, there's an important video-ish I want to record today, so I'm not going to spend too long on this video. So let's get straight into the little bits I've been working on, in which I mean just 2 riders. Yay, we have Fami, and... God damn it, I knew what it is. Is it Vada? Vade? Yay! I actually remembered it. It's Chameleon guy. So I actually now know the names of most of the Ryuki riders, which is absolutely spectacular because I've not even seen Ryuki. I've seen Dragon Knight, and we got Dragon Knight, Wing Knight. I can't remember any of the others. I actually can't remember any of the others. Just shows how little I care about Dragon Knight. Yeah. So yes, that means that the only skin that I've really got to do left for this update is Kamen Rider Abyss. If anyone's actually looked at Abyss's design, you can tell that it's not a proper Ryuki rider, and that it's a newer rider made to fit in with the older design. Because he's just got so much more detail than the Ryuki riders. Oh well, it's something I've got to do. And then, I still haven't added the weapons for Gaim. I don't think, at least. Gaim. No, be at the bottom because it's a new item. No, I've still not added the new weapons to Gaim. I've got them textured, I just need to code them. So hopefully these 2 things will be done soon, because I want to update this mod, because then all I'd have to do is crafting and naming. And potion effects for drive, because now drive stuff is available. If somebody can go through all the drive stuff and tell me what actually doesn't have effects, it'd be so greatly appreciated. Because at this point, I've got no idea. Now, something I'll just say is the tyres have effects, as well as the suits have effects. They both have separate effects. So if you change, for example, the tyre to a tyre that doesn't have an effect, well then, you'll still have an effect because the torso has the effect. Well, the body has the effect, the type. Types have effects, tyres have effects. Yeah. So, if I use, for example, trying to think of a good one here, use Dark Drive back here. Here you can have that back, you can have that back, you can have that back, you can have that back. Or the head. Here you go, you can have that back. So, let's put on the drive stuff. Let's get rid of that. You can see we've got potion effects here. But if I change the tyre to the Mega Max Flare tyre, you can see we've got now fire resistance on top of what we already had. Now, if I were to change into speed, you'll see that we've got less potion effects because this is the type that's changed. We use Max Flare, now we've got the fire resistance on top of that. Even though really I should have used Mega Max Flare in that situation, which is the exact same car, just different colours. So yeah, if you guys could just go through and check a few of this, and the ones that don't have effects, if you could suggest some, it would actually seriously be greatly appreciated. Because this is like one of the last few things I've got to do. And then Gaim would be where I want it. Drive would be where I want it. Ghost would be pretty much where I want it. X8 I want to add ores. What came before Gaim? It would be Wizard, which is almost where I want it. I want to add an ore to this. And then Forze, which I really don't care about Forze. O's, which I really like, and it's pretty much where I want it. I want to set up the other ores and Thingy double. In other words, most of the Neo Heisei riders are pretty much there. I mean, yeah, I've still got a ton of different dimension ores to set up. I mean, currently we've only got 3. Is there a 4th one? I think we've only got 3. But I would seriously like to finish the Neo Heisei. All riders, all forms, all weapons, and everything's obtainable. I would really like to do that. And then just add a basic mob for each one. So I guess I've got 2 basic mobs to do with this update. But yeah, I mean, the fact that this is getting to a point where we have so many different suits that my computers, that's a screenshot, that's not that one, which one is it, F3, I'm getting a whole 6 FPS. I mean, you can see the stats on my computer on the other side of the screen. I have pretty decent stats. But the fact that the FPS drops this much is amazing. Yeah, I understand it's memory that's the issue. But you can't really allocate more than a gig of memory whilst in the modded version here. And you could do it in full version of Minecraft. I've got 8 gig on the full version. And that's where I do all my videos. The update logs and everything. Well, not the update logs, the actual update releases. And the 8 gig really helps there. And I've only got a gig here, and that's the main reason. But the fact that the FPS drops so much is absolutely spectacular. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. So, yes. I don't know if I'm going to add weapons for Ryuki. I mean, the other Heisei riders here, I want to add basic ores for all of them. And I'm kind of tempted to put all the riders in the basic ore instead of setting up the 2 ore thing that I've got for the Neo Heisei. Just because there's less stuff dropped by these riders. I mean, let's face it. What's going to drop for Kabuto? You've got the Kabuto Zector, the Hyper Zector. That is all. And if I just drop those 2 in the same ore, it'd be like, okay, now what? Now what? I mean, let's face it. I mean, let's add Gatak. Even though Gatak's a secondary rider, so Gatak would be in the second one. So that's the Zabi, Sasord, and what's the other one that I can't think of right now? Drake? Is it Drake? So, like, let's say if all those 3 spawned, you'd have the Drake Zector, the Sasord Zector, the Kabuto Zector, Zabi Zector, and the Hyper Zector. Again, that's only 5 Zectors. But what would be in the Nether in that case? You'd have thingy. What's it? Oh, I've already forgotten it. I said it a second ago. Gatak? Is it Gatak? Gatak? Punch and Kick Hopper. Dark Kabuto Zector. I could put the Dark Kabuto Zector in this one. And then the thingy, the 3 movie Zectors. Again, that's not a lot of items. When you consider there's like 20, 30 in these that are dropping. And these would have like 5 or 8. So I'm kind of tempted to merge them. Maybe make all of the just normal Heisei riders Nether ores. I don't know, I would actually like your opinion on that. That's the first time I've actually thought about that, making them all Nether ores. I mean, yeah, I want to make them over ores, just because, I don't know, I kind of don't want to make them more difficult to get to. But I don't know if I want everything to drop in there. And if you go into the Nether, and there's like one ore and you break it and you get the only thing that drops. There's like no point in searching for it. The same way as if there's so little in the overworld ore that you just have everything without even needing to do much. I mean, I actually don't know. Tell me what you think I should do here. Should I allow more to spawn in the overworld ores for the Heisei riders? And not the Neo Heisei, but the Heisei? Or should I just go down the route of, what's it called? Making them Nether ores or something. I mean, if you look at this, Kiva's pretty much got everything in here. I mean, the only things that would be added would be the Ixa for Whistle, the 2 movie rider for Whistles, and the Hyper. Is this? Ix. I can't remember what Ixa's upgrade form is, but it's like that would be still 5. Then it would be 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different for Whistles. Then again, I've got to add the 2 for these 2, so that'd be 11. Possibly one more that I'm forgetting. But like 11 for Whistles. But split up onto 2 different ores. That's not the command I wanted. That's the command I wanted. It's like, man, there's like going to be no point in it spawning. I don't know. Should I set up 2 ores? Should I set up the 1 ore? And where should that ore be? Should that ore be in the Nether or should it be in the overworld? Because again, you look at that and then you compare that to O's. Look at all this that will drop. I mean, so these will drop in the Nether ore whenever I set it up. But for the most part, all these drop in the overworld ore. I mean, the Super Tattoo Bar doesn't. But that would probably be either super rare spawn in the Nether or it'd be crafted from having all 9. Because a lot of people have been suggesting that and I actually really dig that idea. Again, Forza, there's quite a lot of switches here. And I could even go further and add all 40 of the Astro switches. Because it's kind of... I've been toying around with the idea. Because the way that I've got the Gaim armor set up, it's basically just a piece of armor over an arm. And I've kind of been toying around the idea of setting up Forza so there's 4 of these armor bits. And then texturing one piece, not the anime, but texturing one piece of the armor to be a switch. So therefore you could actually get all 40 odd switches. And again, if I do that, there'd be a purpose of the overworld ore. Then the Nether ore would have the Clear Drill, Fusion, Meteo, Meteo Storm, Nadeshiko. Might even put the Super 1 in there. And then it would have a few other things. But it's like, I kind of want to base the overworlds ore on the first rider. Or things based around the first rider. I mean, even with X8 here, I've done it so the original riders, the original 5, the ores that are basically based around... Actually, it's the Gishads really based around the gamer driver from the show are the things that are dropped in the overworld ore, when everything else is the Nether ore. And that's kind of like the way I divide it. It's kind of like with Thingy. Gaim, it's the same. Everything that's not a movie villain kind of thing, or a Genesis rider, drops in the overworld, or when anything that's a energy item or a movie or a special kind of thing drops in the Nether. And that's kind of like the way I've been dividing these things up. But if I do that to the Heisei riders, not the Neo Heisei, you're starting to end up with only like 5 items in an ore, and it's like, okay, I've mined a couple, okay, I'm done. And I haven't even really got enough to build the armor yet, but I've got all of the items needed. I don't know, it really does bug me, so I would really love your opinions on that. And if you could tell me the suits that don't have effects, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, and thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday. Again, I was planning to do a video on the day, but I decided to skip it. So, it doesn't matter that it's belated or anything. Thank you. So I'm going to end this here because I said I was going to try and make this video quick, and I'm 15 minutes in. So if you guys have enjoyed this for even a split second, please do consider hitting the like button. And I mean, really, the like button is really nice. And I've kind of messed up what I was saying then. Please do consider hitting the like button and subscribing if you're not already. That's the next line. Till next time, goodbye.